Hello friends, my name is Sumit and once again I welcome all of you to bisptrainings.com. This is my new video in Tibco Spotfire series, and in this video I will be going to demonstrate you how to use R in Spotfire desktop. As all of you know that R is a statistical programming language. By use R we can perform visualization, and Spotfire is also a visualization tool. So I would like to implement the functionalities of R programming into Spotfire desktop. So let's talk about the scenario first of all, and then we'll see that how to perform it or how to use R in Spotfire. So let me tell you the scenario first. So my scenario is I'll open my Tibco Spotfire and add a data table. So I'm going to use a data table which is already stored on my desktop. I'm using data table named as sales, and in this sales we have got various columns. So there is a column here shipping mode, and there is a column here year. So I would like to know that what is the yearly average of shipping mode. Means so we have got three different shipping modes. First one we have delivery truck, second is express air, third is regular air. So I would like to know that what is the average of total count or total transportation which has been done through delivery truck, through express air or through regular air, yearly wise, on yearly basis. So for that, first of all, let me load the data table into Tibco Spotfire. So I'll select the data table, open it, and I make sure that the shipping mode data type is in string and the year data type is in integer. Okay. And once the data gets loaded, I'm going to create a bar chart for same. So I simply click on bar chart, close this recommended visualization. I'm going to close this data set as well. So I click on bar chart, and when I click on bar chart, a default chart gets created. So instead of order priority, I would like to show the yearly count. So year, close it, and row count. So this is yearly basis, and yeah, row count, and I would like to color it by shipping mode. So I color it by shipping mode. So you can see it has been colored by shipping mode. And then instead of this bar chart, instead of this stacked bar chart, I would like to turn this bar chart into side by side bar. So I switch into side by side bar. Now my requirement is I would like to provide one average line here. I would like to display the average through a line here, and also I'm going to add one drop down option so that the user can select the year, user can change the year, and according to the year user can see the average. So that's my requirement, because right now if I add a line here, I can simply add a line here, horizontal lines, average, and close. So you can see the line is here, but there is no option for changing the year. There is no option available for filtering the years. So I would like to do that, and I would like to uh, calculate the mean or year wise based on shipping modes. So let's see how to do this. So first of all, I remove this line, and because this line I'm going to create by separately. So, and let's do few more customization. So the customization here I'm going to do is, first is data is okay, and I'll say no marking, and sort bar by value. So I've done the sorting. So the another issue with that we are going to use here R programming, because as I told you here line. So when I implement a line here, when I add a line and curves, and if I want to add a new horizontal line, straight line, so here we have aggregated value average, and if you want to add a custom expression, so the custom expression can be done only on y-axis. So instead of applying the custom aggregation function on y-axis, I would like to do the custom aggregation on my own property. So that property we can define by using R programming. So in R programming we have got functions. Like in R programming we have a function here. As you know that in R programming we can we have a function here, mean function. So by using this mean function, we can find out the average, we can find out the mean of the truck count, express count, and regular count based on the year. So for doing this, let's see how to perform it. So I have already done this, and to add a filter, for adding a filter here, I add a text field. So I simply add a text area, and let's customize this text area a little bit. Then I edit this text area, and within this text area I'm going to add one drop down list. So first add a new drop down list here named as year drop down. Type is integer, value I'll give default value to it, and 12. So this is year drop down, but I want this year drop down should get the value automatically from the column. So I'll add a column selection. This is fixed value, this is expression, unique values in columns, and I want the values from the column itself. So year and okay. So you can see the field has been added, and save it. And if I close it, you can see a drop down list box has been added. We can just make it small, and we can have a drop down values 12, 13, 14, and 15. So based on the selection, based on the year we select here, like if I say 2014, I would like to see the display the average line here. Same with 2015. So basically that's a mean. I would like to, my mean should be depend on the selected year. Now I'm going to add one document properties, and I'm going to add a new property here named as count average. Data type will be real, and value as set as a 0, and okay. Now I'm going to implement the functionality in using R programming. So the function which I show you just now, this mean function and this count, so I'm going to define this function in Spotfire using R. So in order to do that, I click on tools, and there is an option here, register data function. So I opt this option, register data function, and make sure that you have selected R script Tibco Enterprise runtime for R, and here I copy paste this function, copy and paste this function, count, C truck count, express count, regular count, and count average, mean, count. Then I need to give the input parameters as we have defined here. So I click on input parameters, and I add the parameters one by one. So first parameter is truck count, and copy paste, and data type will be, I'll select integer, real, or single real, and okay. This is first parameter. Another parameter is express count. So I select express count as the second one, and click on add. Input parameter name express count, also same. Then I create third parameter named as regular count, add, and regular count, integer, real, and okay. Also I need one output parameter to be defined, that which value will be going to hold the output value. So output parameter, click on output parameters and add, and here I define output parameters, count average, and okay. So we have defined the script input parameters and output parameters. Now to pass the parameters, we need to write the expressions. So to write the expressions, I click on run, save data functions in analysis, and run it. To call this function, I click on run, and you can see here we have three expressions, all the three input parameters and one output parameter is there. So first of all, I specify a name, so BASP calculate average or calculate mean, refresh function automatically, and select first variable, first input parameter struct count, expression to define the expression, edit, And here I'm going to define the expression. So I have already copy paste the expression for or either we can copy paste the expression or we can specify the expression again. So to specify the expression, first I'll start with sum. So I want to perform if sum if the shipping mode if the shipping mode equal to delivery truck and year drop down and year year equal to year drop down. So right click on it, insert as a value because it's a document property. If it is okay, it will return 1, else it will return 0. So I'll add one more, close one more bracket, and okay. So this is one function. So we can copy and paste the same function for another expression, express count. So I select express count expression, edit and paste it. And because this function is on express count, so express count basically for express air, so I change the shipping mode to express air. Rest will remain same. Okay, same for regular count expression, edit. Regular count is regular air, so I'll change the data type to regular air and air drop down. Okay. And then I select output, and in output I set the document property to count average, and finally click on OK. That's all. So once you click on OK and you close it, you can check the function from here as well by going into edit, and by going into edit you can check the data function. So we have data function, so you can see the function has been successfully added, and we can look at the edit script parameters. And if I want to look at the edit parameters, so these are the parameters which we define, the output, and okay, I miss it. So DSP function name, and okay. Then close it. So it's done now. Now let's to test it. First of all, you can see this will be working fine, but it's not reflecting anything. So we need to add a line here, average line. So right click on it, properties, lines and curves, and I'm going to add a line. So add horizontal line, straight line. Then I select custom expression, edit, and in this, because it's showing the on y-axis, so I remove it and I select count average, insert as a value document property count average. So whatever is the count average function, it will return the value, and based on that the line will be reflected. Okay, okay, and I set the appearance color as red, width can be increased, and also I want to add the labels on the data points, and okay. And this is for 2015. I reflect it. You can see the line is refreshing, the line is changing its location. So this is basically the average. You can see that's the mean. So that's the mean for the average count. So this functioning is performing by using R programming. So I hope this will help you to find out the mean, and this will also help you to implement the Java, R programming into as a document property in. So that's all in this video. If you have any queries, you can write to us on www.bisptrainings.com. You can subscribe our YouTube channel for more videos on Spotfire. You can connect with us for the customized training on Spotfire. Keep watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.